So I know we told you we are building this house ourselves, and I promise we'll get to the part where we do. But we decided to hire professionals for the foundation part of the project. Foundation just doesn't seem like a good thing to mess up. And the engineering plans had really specific specifications on footings and things, so we figured it would just be better to hire contractors with the equipment, knowledge, and expertise to do it right. We'll screw up less crucial parts of the project on our own later. Hi there, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Lorana. Welcome to Hole in the Ground.
This is the beginning of our journey to build our EARTHSHIP home,
which we affectionately call a hobbit hole,
in beautiful Idaho.
Finding a contractor for the dirt work / excavation was not too tricky. We had a contractor recommended to us who is based really close to our construction site. His business does dirt work for custom homes, so for him, this project was a breeze.
There was a bit of a delay for him to get started because he wanted to make sure we had a concrete contractor before he did any digging. He didn't want to just leave the earth dug if it was going to take us weeks longer to find a concrete guy. We'll tell you more about finding a concrete contractor next time, but suffice it to say that we did find one and we were finally able to get started.
When we met with the contractor for our final meeting before he started digging, he pointed something out to us. The ground up here is really uneven. It's crazy because it looks fairly flat, but then when he busted out his fancy laser level tool, we realized that one corner of the house was going to be at ground level, but the other would be clear in the center of the earth. So we had to decide how deep into the ground to put the house so that it could all be on compacted native soil. If we didn't dig deep enough for the foundation, then we would have to bring in infill to compact beneath some corners of the house, and infill is never going to be as solid and stable as native soil that has been compacting for thousands of years.
At the lowest corner of the building, the southwest corner, our dirt guy pretty much just grubbed off the organic material and then cut the rest of the dirt based on the height of that corner. On the northeast corner, he dug around 4 feet deep in order to keep everything level.
So it was crazy. As soon as we finalized that decision about the depth of the house, our contractor was like, okay, cool, I'm going to get started now. And we were like, wait, right now? We had waited for so long for construction to start on this project that it felt like groundbreaking deserved a little more fanfare. But no, we just scrambled to pull out the phone to record the first moment of digging on our home.
Hooray!
So we're learning that for what is typical in earthships, our concrete footings are way overbuilt. But again, we have engineered plans to adhere to, so we're following their directions as best as we can. One change that we did make to the footings was to make a much deeper footing at the front of the house. Our engineering plans were done in Oregon, where there isn't as much of a risk of freezing as there is here. So we decided with our dirt and concrete contractors that we would make a 3-foot deep footing along the whole front wall of the house to protect against frost as well as for added strength. More on footings later, but all those decisions determined why the dirt work consists of essentially a flat area with a 2-foot drop on the front for the south footing.
I didn't get a whole ton done today, mostly just focused on our underfooting penetration for the plumbing / waste or sewer, making sure we're at a good height in relation to the footings and the floor, also making sure that spanning between the footings, which will pretty much go down through there. And yeah, we'll be backfilling. So the footing that the tires will be built on is 4 feet wide, 1 foot tall, and it's just going to be built on top of this soil. And because of that, we'll have 1 foot of fill inside, on top of this, which is why this may seem a little bit shallow as far as the drainage. But done all the measurements, it should be pretty much perfect. We also busted out our laser, and yeah, basically bang on where we need it to be. I'm going to make this a little bigger. I cut it out for a 4-inch pipe, I think. And talking to my concrete guy, I think what we're going to do is just do a 6-inch sleeve. Just makes it a little bit easier, gives you a little bit more wiggle room. And also for the footing, for the second level, so the first row of glass will go there essentially. Second will go right around here. So you need to make a penetration for the bathroom that will be in this area, pretty much right here. So just scoping out the area for that as well. So I'll have penetration there. Another 6-inch sleeve, I think, just makes it easier to, adjust things a little bit down the road. And it'll line up there. Kitchen sink down there.
Once the concrete footings are poured and the plumbing is completed, our dirt contractor will bring in pit run material as well as road-based gravel, where he will compact it all in preparation for the concrete floor.
Hooray!